Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This time we're looking at my NHL standing predictions for the 2022-2023 season. Again, apologize that the season has already started and I didn't make a video before then. Kind of was a little disconnected to what that the season had started yesterday in the global series with Nashville and San Jose. Don't worry, that did not change my predictions. I did make a couple changes to my predictions today, but that did not include San Jose and Nashville. So let's get into the video, starting with the Pacific Division. Here we go. So Pacific, Edmonton. I think Edmonton is probably one of the better teams in this division. So I don't think it's a close one between them and Calgary, but I think with the additions of Campbell and N and the way that Oilers have already been, they've been playing pretty good in this preseason, and their jersey's looking like Gretzky, so got to give them the edge. Next is Calgary. I did think Calgary was a lot worse when I made my video of the tier list, which you can watch. It was made in August, but that tier list kind of changed now that they have acquired Kadri and Gaudreau, so not necessarily as good as last year, but I'd still put them second in the division. We have LA coming in third, like last year, and in fourth, I'm giving it to Vancouver. Originally, it was to be to Vegas, but I don't know if Vegas is really going to be that good this season. I think Vancouver could get the wild card spot, but they're definitely a team to look out for and watch out for, as they're either going to be good or bad or middle, and I don't know where to put Vancouver, to be honest. So these are the points. 109 going to Edmonton, gets them fifth in the league. 101 gives to Calgary, quite a ways behind them. 99 to LA, and 97 is going to Vancouver, just because a lot of the teams in the Pacific are, a little worse than some of the rest of the league. Next, I have Vegas coming in fifth, like I had said before. We have Anaheim not too far behind them, sorry. Seattle coming in seventh, because I think, they'll do a bit better than last year, but still not doing great. And that leaves San Jose for eighth, because San Jose, it's almost not even like they're actually trying to be bad. They just are that bad. So it'll be one of the rare cases where a team is just actually that bad. So I'm going to give them 69 points. So 82 to Vegas, still a pretty good season. 74 to Anaheim, 72 to Seattle, and 69 going to the San Jose Sharks, just barely in that 60-point zone. For the Central Division, it's pretty obvious. Colorado. Minnesota could overtake them for that spot, but I think Colorado has the edge here. Just one of the strongest teams right now in the league. Won the Cup last year. They're going to be still good. They're also good in the season. Behind them, like I said, Minnesota, not too far behind. Minnesota could definitely lead this division. And then next is a battle between St. Louis and Nashville. So here, let's put up the points as well. I think it's going to be close, like 2 points between St. Louis and Nashville. Nashville definitely get the wild card spot, but I do think St. Louis is better. Like I've said, I do. I think St. Louis is a bit better than Nashville. I know there's a lot of hype for Nashville, but not too sure about it. Again, also, I didn't want to change that now that Nashville had already started playing the first game. I thought it'd be a little weird for me to change what I had earlier. So St. Louis and Nashville, that's staying the same. Colorado, Minnesota, St. Louis, then Nashville. Next is Winnipeg. I'm putting Winnipeg over Dallas because I think Winnipeg could honestly be in the playoffs and be a very playoffy team. So that's where I'm doing them. Dallas coming in sixth. Arizona and Chicago at the bottom. Now, why did I put Chicago below Arizona? Because I think Arizona needs to try and, for their 5,000 seat arena fans, needs to just do a bit better than Chicago. Chicago made those couple acquisitions that were a little sketchy, but why if they're trying to tank? But I think Chicago probably taking it at the bottom. Let me just move my camera just a tad bit there. That's probably a bit better for you guys. Sorry about that. So Chicago taking it at the bottom with 59 points, bottom of the league, in fact. Next, we have the Metro. Pretty obvious who I'm taking, Carolina. Carolina, to me, could be both the President's Trophy winner and the Stanley Cup winner. I don't think that's possible, yet I'm doing it for my prediction video, spoiler alert, because I really like Carolina this year. Here's the Rangers coming in second. Rangers could be a cup contender as well. Got Shazirkin, got a pretty strong top line. Got top to bottom, just great offense. Defense they maybe need to work on, but overall pretty good team. I'm actually putting the New Jersey below the Rangers, like in third. From the start of the playoffs last year, I thought there's three teams well, I was pretty confident with my predictions in the Metro, but there was three teams. Um, New Jersey, Philly, and Columbus, and I didn't know where to place them, but I'm like, the spots I had remaining were 6th, 8th, and 3rd, and that's what I'm choosing to stick with over here, even though before in my tier list video, the predictions looked a little different. Next, we have Pittsburgh taking in 4th for 97 points as a wild card team, because I think that's where about Pittsburgh is. They're falling down, but they're still going to be in the playoffs. Don't worry about that. 119 goes to Carolina, getting them the President's Trophy. Not the best season for a President's Trophy winner, but still quite good. 108 going to Rangers, 104 to New Jersey, and 97 Pittsburgh will take. I'm giving the Islanders a wild card spot because I'm not too sure if they're going into the playoffs or not. They're going to be a team that you have to watch for, and I can't really confirm what I feel about them. Below is Columbus taking that 6th. Like I said, the 6th, so Philly is going to be 8th. Washington taking in 7th. I've been really, for the last 2 years, I'm like, Washington's going to get the 7th in the Metro. And I think this might be the year for that. I didn't predict that last year because I didn't, and turns out Capitals made it to the playoffs. But this year, 7th at the Metro, with Philly in 8th with 65 points, 92 to Islanders, 84 to Columbus, 83 to Capitals, 95 to Phil, or sorry, 65 to Philly. You can see the huge drop. So see the Capitals still do pretty well with 83 points, but then you have two wild cards as 97 and 92 with Pittsburgh and the Islanders. Carolina's the President's Trophy winner, as I've said before. In the Atlantic Division, I'm taking Toronto. It's kind of Toronto's turn, if you will, with the leading the division. Probably will get it next year as well. But it's kind of Toronto's turn with it. You've seen Tampa have it, Boston have it, Florida had it. It's time for Toronto to have it. Next is Tampa coming in behind them. I did put Florida lower than this. I don't know. I originally had Florida in Boston's spot, but I don't feel good about Florida this going into next season. I don't. I think they've definitely decreased. I think a lot of people are knowing they've decreased. And I was going to have Boston outside the playoffs, but after thinking about it earlier today, I feel Boston's actually going to be able to take that 3rd spot, and that's why I got Boston below Tampa. That would be a fun series to watch. And I have Ottawa taking in 4th in the Atlantic, not getting a playoff spot, though. I had them in 5th, but I think Ottawa, this preseason, they've been doing pretty good. I think Ottawa could definitely do a bit better. So Ottawa's going to take in that 4th spot, in my opinion. They've acquired some guys, to bring Cat, whoever else, and I don't know, I remember the roster, and I kind of forgot it, but they have a good team, but I don't think it's good enough to, get into the playoffs. Below them, 115 to, Toronto gets them fairly well in this season. 107 to Tampa, 103 to Boston, 89. Quite a drop, 89 to Ottawa. Florida takes in 5th. Can't get lower than that, in my opinion. Detroit, Buffalo, Canadians. Where Detroit, Buffalo, and the Canadians place is all a bit of a wait till the season happens. It's so mysterious. Nobody knows where it's going to happen between those fight teams. And some of these teams like Detroit could be in the playoffs. You never know. Or be in that wild card race. So I think this bottom 5 Atlantic Division teams, maybe even bottom 6, is going to be a real surprise. We don't know exactly how it's going to place. Toronto and Tampa, pretty confident that. Maybe the Canadians in last. But unless Buffalo takes last, I don't know. It's just such a mess in the Atlantic Division. 79 goes to Florida, not having the worst season, but kind of middling. 78 to Detroit. 76, quite just a bit behind them, just a slight bit behind them, to Buffalo. And 67 gives Montreal one of the worst teams in the league. Here's the official league standings. I'll back away. There's the official league standings. Carolina again taking the top, with Chicago taking the bottom. Toronto follows with 115 against Carolina. So that's the official league standings. If you want to pause it, this is your time to look at my predictions. Oh, sorry. Time to get to the playoffs. Oh, sorry. This is my tier list, edited tier list that I've, edited. So let's just run through it. Boom. I think that's all of it. So you can see that's what I'm kind of predicting. Why is New Jersey all the way at the S tier, which means Stanley Cup contender? because you got to watch my playoff tree. So Edmonton versus Vancouver. Pretty confident Edmonton would take that. Calgary and LA, giving that to Calgary. Now the Battle of Alberta, it's kind of a tough one. Who would actually win this? And I think Edmonton probably should be the one to win this. I'd assume, because I don't know. It's like they've been such a good team. So I'm going to give it to Edmonton, with just the team they are. Like, they have Draisaitl, McDavid, Kane they still acquired, Campbell and Net. They're just a really good team. So this is the thing. 6 games, Oilers take a Vancouver fun series. 7 games with Calgary and LA. 6 games, Oilers and Calgary. Just one more game than last year. Now, Colorado plays Nashville again. They beat them 4 games again. And Minnesota versus St. Louis. This time, Minnesota wins for a change, finally gets past the first round. Hence why I was going to have them as a Stanley Cup contender, but I don't really think they are necessarily. And then Colorado beats them in 7 games. So 4-7-7. There you have the West. That's done. Now, in the East, Carolina versus the Islanders. Originally, I had Carolina versus New Jersey. My older predictions. I think Carolina wins that. I think it's pretty easy for Carolina to win it. Again, I'm saying they're Stanley Cup winner, like I've said before, so they got to win that. Rangers and New Jersey. This will be a fun series to watch. I'm going to go with an upset. I'm going to go with New Jersey. Surprise, surprise, I'm going with New Jersey. So there you have it. Carolina and New Jersey, Carolina takes it. Toronto and Pittsburgh. Now, Toronto can't pass the first round, but because we're not actually doing playoff predictions, we can say Toronto can win because that's just how lucky we can go right now. Tampa and Boston, Tampa takes it probably like in 6 or 7. Here's the Tampa, beats the Leafs, unfortunately. 5-6-7. Boom, that's crazy. 5-6-7, how that works. Boom. Oh yeah, also what I want to say is in the Atlantic thing, I have blue and white versus black, white, and gold. And that's just kind of an ironic thing that happened. Obviously, Pittsburgh's not part of the Atlantic Division, but anyways. Oilers versus Colorado. Another same matchup. Going with Colorado. Okay, I'm going with Colorado. Carolina and Tampa. Carolina beats Tampa. I think Carolina could really go on a run this year, and Tampa can't be good forever. Vasilevsky's getting older. The whole team's getting older. They can't be good forever, right? So, Carolina, Stanley Cup winner. Your Stanley Cup winner after 12 minutes of this video. You're welcome. That's the end of the video. So you can save this. Carolina winning. There's my slideshow. Yeah, guys, I did this on a slideshow. Anyways, goodbye for now.